true, Annabelle. That's true. You're too young, but he
I'm
was.
not too young. I was...
Steve, is that not true?
You're not so young. She had my poster on a bedroom wall.
And I said, do you remember?
You were what?
School. I was expelled from my school for going to see Cockney Rebel in concert.
No kidding,
It's
really?
absolutely true.
What was that great hit you had,
it,
Cockney
yeah.
Rebel, that Come Up
Which
and,
one of the many?
The Come Up and See, what was it?
Come up and see me, make me smile.
That's right, Come Up and See Me, Make Me Smile.
I kept my children in diapers for 6 years. Still doing it.
You were aggressive, though, weren't you? You had a bit of the
I
old
enjoyed my life a lot. Put it that way, it's a euphemism, I think.
That's
We
right.
had a lot of fun. It's odd, we just toured Britain. In the whole of June we toured a big British tour, 25 shows. And I found myself in Glasgow for the first time in about 10 years. And it brought back a memory of the last time I was in Scotland. We played the Usher Hall in Edinburgh, and we were banned after it from every hall in Scotland. And because of something we did after the show. I mean, I was there.
What do you mean something?
Well, I was there. I didn't instigate it, but
What was it?
something faily antisocial. I don't want to talk
setting
about
fire
it.
to the curtain.
I'm a father of two, and I drive a Volvo. I don't talk about these things anymore.
Yes.
But then I was back, and you know, they talk about have you mellowed, and the answer is yes. And why shouldn't you? I'd hate to be a 38-year-old teenager. It'd be awful not to grow up.
And of course, the rebel in the title, I suppose, was Spur. You know, you had to play the part like the early Rolling Stones of being antisocial. You didn't want the mums and dads to love you, did you?
It rather came around the other way. The title was created, I took it from a poem, a long poem that I'd written when I was about 19, when I was still a journalist.
Yeah, because you were one
as a newspaper reporter. One of you lot.
On the West London Advertiser.
East London Advertiser, the other side.
I'm not having you in
your neck of the woods.
I'm not having you in these.
Oh, I'm a Deptford boy. South
Is that right?
Yeah, New Cross. And I finished my 4 years as a reporter in East London. Yeah, that was a lot of sort of fun.
Yeah, you did the right thing though, didn't you, going into music?
Yeah, although, you know, you never lose the journalism. As you would know, I was trained by some very good news editors, real hard newsmen, good men, and I still have a reporter's mind.
It serves you well through life, doesn't it? Because
when I'm
you've got that retentive memory for a start.
And a lovely sense of psychology of being able to try and understand people. And
indeed, and you can set yourself up. You never take yourself too seriously.
No, never.
You never get pompous.
They call it cynical, don't they? But it's
indeed,
not true.
but in truth, what it is, in fact,
a relaxed attitude.
You understand what it's all about. Where it's right. Is that right, ladies and gentlemen? You're never big-headed, pompous, arrogant, nasty. They're just sitting there like dummies. Say, yeah, you're quite right. So, have you stayed with music these years we haven't heard or seen you?
Well,
in writing,
there's lovely English. I find wherever I go now, I'm touring intensively and extensively, right? The whole world this year and next year, and I find this lovely question from mostly British journalists. They say, "And what have you been doing for the last 8 years?"
Right.
In one sentence. Well, what do you want? What kind of answer do you want?
Spending the money.
I did spend it all. That's why I'm working now.
Is that right? Well,
let's took that to get me back on the road.
You once again go right to the top. I'm sure you will, aren't you? I mean, you must never let it be said that you were expelled from school for nothing.
Oh, no,
a good reader. It says here, Harley will sing his new single, When I'm With You. Is this true, Steve?
Well, you've got a nice band here. And
there you are. They're all waiting for you. Good luck to you, mate. Thanks for coming. Steve Harley, his new single, When I'm With You.
I'm gonna martyr myself, but I don't give a damn anyway. Completely irresistible, you put the worst kind of thoughts in my way. Bertolucci were here and could see you appear, put options on you right away. When I'm with you, babe, I don't see anyone else. When I'm with you, babe, we're all alone. When I'm with you, babe, I don't see anyone else. When I'm with you, babe, we're all alone. Compared with any other girl, you're like a fool get concealed in a sleeve. And on a scale 1 to 10, you're 11, and that's all I need. And in a pocket full of miracles, why you're a shock like electricity. No matter how you protest, there's no way to contest that you're bringing the best out in me. When I'm with you, babe, I don't see anyone else. When I'm with you, babe, we're all alone. When I'm with you, babe, I don't need anyone else. When I'm with you, babe, we're all alone. When I'm with you, babe.
Topical chat and gregarious guests make up the Jameson Show again tomorrow. On Sky Movies now, a rip-roaring adventure from the 16th century in flesh and blood. And here we meet John Crook.
When I'm with you, babe, I don't see anyone else. When I'm with you, babe, we're all alone. When I'm with you, babe, I don't need anyone else. When I'm with you, babe, we're all alone. When I'm with you, babe, I don't see anyone else.